Now we're in the latest and greatest section of the Network Automagic show, which we've not told anyone about. It's called the hot seat. Are you ready for the hot seat, Peter?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. We put the intentional links in the show notes, so now we're allowed to beat him up a little. So, buddy,
Yes.
Torero.dev, your
Yeah.
internal people don't. Well, so I get a lot of as soon as I get your people drunk, some of them will say like, "Oh God, it's a thing, Stein. I'm sorry." That's basically how they start with it.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. That's
I love it.
Peter. Like, what are you doing, buddy? What are you doing? You're trying to lead a bunch of kids into you're showing up in a van going like, "Hey kid, it's free. Don't worry. Just put it in your stack and we'll update it 4 times a year. Pinky promise. You don't get to see the code. Come on, get in here." Uh it's a rough deal. It's beautiful on paper
It's
as
a
a
rough deal.
commercial. It has enterprise free open sourcey without
Mhm.
being open, because we can give the credit to Napbox and those guys for going open core, right? And then they do the sprinkle on top, and we go, all right, cool. Cloud has this feature. It's cool. We're all cool. We're all friends. When you do this stuff, it looks like you're just trying to lure some kids into the back of the van, Peter. So, like, what's going on? I'm not saying that we got some people on milk cartons because of you, but what's going on there, Peter?
Understood, understood, understood. So, it continues to be something that certainly we talk about internally about fully open sourcing the code. The reality is this, is that, I've been doing this for a very, very long time. And one of the biggest challenges that I saw in the industry is that we've got a bunch of network engineers that are falling into this trap of, I'm going to become a software developer. I'm going to become a software engineer. And really what I'm saying is I'm going to write a 13-line script that does something. Right? What they're not gonna do is they're not gonna start building a full stack application to be able to run that script, right? They're not gonna deal with security and logging and authentication and, library management and dependency management, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That was really the premise behind Twilio, and it continues to be to this day, is that how can I make it easier for that individual to take that particular script and actually get functional value in a way that you can attach it to your production infrastructure? I totally concede your point. You're right. There is challenges with the fact that it is not open source today. And I'm looking at different ways that we can get it there with some adjustments in how the code ultimately is potentially delivered, or how the code is absolutely delivered. Um, but yeah, it is to this day still a commercially closed software code base. What we didn't want to do, let me say it this way. Let me wrap on this point. What we didn't want to do is we didn't want to do the HashiCorp dance. We didn't want to open source it and then turn around and say, now that you're hooked on it, now that you've got the crack, right? Now we're going to take it away from you. And now you're going to have to go into rehab, and you're going to have to go in and that's what we didn't want to do. Maybe we overcorrected a little too hard that way, but that was the original thought behind it.
Course, do I just beat up on you have to beat up on him as well, because if I just do it, I'm just a meanie, So, rough him up about how he's, kind of a distraction in this space, and you can do it with XYZ tools. Do those points. Beat him up.
No,
That's
I'm really a nice guy, so I cannot beat up
God
people.
damn it.